Hi, I'm Stephanie, this is Keely, and let's talk books. So today I have got a post-Christmas book haul for you guys, and I have some really lovely books to share that I'm super excited about. I have quite a bit of stuff that's kind of like post-Christmas gift card ordering craziness that hasn't arrived yet, but you know what? That'll make for another great haul video. So let's go ahead and start looking at some books. The first book I have is the new gift edition of The Arithmetist by Brandon Sanderson. I think The Arithmetist is one of Brandon Sanderson's most underhyped books. It is a young adult book. It does lean towards the younger end of young adult, but it is a magical It is a magical school setting about a school for sorcerers who can draw little chalk monsters and they come to life and attack other chalk drawings. And then you can also do all sorts of different shapes and things which will either defend or attack the other person. It's kind of a geometry-based magic system, which is really cool. There's a lot of great art in there to help you visualize exactly what they're talking about with chalk drawings. And it follows Joel, who is a student at this school, but he doesn't have the ability to work magic. He kind of goes to the normal side of the school, but he is obsessed with the magic system and he really loves it. And he gets drawn into this mystery where students from the magic half of the school are disappearing. And so, really enjoyed this. I love the cover art. It just looks super fun. I much prefer this to the original US cover, and it's just a cute little book. Next up, I have another Brandon Sanderson book. This is a bind-up of two of his short stories. It has Snapshot. On the other side is Dreamer. I have read a Snapshot because I have the UK edition of that one. I have not read Dreamer. I don't even really know what it is about. But this is a combo that Brandon sold at a convention. I'm not sure which one, but the leftovers were available on his website to purchase, and I thought this would be a great way to get this because both of these stories are difficult to find in print. And I do also think that the cover art is really just super, super cool. So I will have at least one new Sanderson to read in the future. And I would like to mention that this is autographed. If you buy anything, basically any book directly from Sanderson's website, they all come autographed. So bonus! Continuing in the Sanderson vein, I have my two beautiful copies of Starsight. I pre-ordered myself one because I love Brandon Sanderson and I love the Skyward series and I need more spunky space heroines in my life. So I got this one. And then my husband surprised me with a personalized autographed copy. And it's so cool! So this is like my beautiful baby, leave it on the shelf and don't touch it copy. And the other one is my copy to read. So really excited, and yeah, more Brandon Sanderson signatures. This is like the next best thing to getting to meet him in person, because unfortunately he lives on the other side of the country from me. We'll see if he comes anywhere remotely near Florida for the Stormlight 4 tour, which I'm sure he will be doing at the end of the year. But until then, I will happily add this to my Sanderson collection. I also found a copy of A Feast of Crows, which is the fourth book in the Song of Ice and Fire series, at my local library for 50 cents. So I picked it up. It looks basically like it's never been read. I mean, the spine is beautiful, unless this was owned by someone who was super, super careful with their spines. And this is definitely a series that I want to check out next year. So looking forward to reading this. I also added a graphic novel to my collection. This is Marvel's Runaways. I have not seen the TV show because I do not have Hulu, but I have heard it is very good. So we will see about the graphic novels. I got this for free. I won in a raffle at the Rise of Skywalker premiere. I have a really just wonderful local comic book store called Famous Faces and Funnies, and they partner with one of my local movie theaters, and they do these really great events for a lot of the movie premieres, and they are always giving away tons of stuff. And I own a graphic novel, so I'm going to be checking this series out. My library does have a lot of these, so I want to check out the Marvelous Runaway graphic novels. Alright, and the last one comes with a bit of a story. So, on Black Friday, I ordered myself a treat from Brandon Sanderson's website, and said treat was taking a long time to ship, which I expected. But then a package arrived from Dragonsteel Entertainment, which is Brandon Sanderson's store, and I was like, oh, they must have shipped it to me and forgot to update the shipping and let me know that it was shipped. And then I opened the package, and it was not what I ordered. It was this beautiful, beautiful book. This is the leather-bound 10th anniversary edition of Elantris, which is Brandon Sanderson's first book. And my dad surprised me with this for Christmas. So thanks, Dad. This is super beautiful. My dad is also an avid reader, and I definitely got my love of reading, and especially fantasy, from him. A lot of the fantasy books that I grew up loving and reading were straight from his library, so he totally gets the whole book nerd thing, and I am so happy to have this book. It is absolutely beautiful. The foiling on the cover is just it's breathtaking. The edges are silver and shiny. It has a lot of just stunningly beautiful art in here. A lot of the different international covers, and it's got 2 separate copies of maps. It's just so beautiful, and I am just so excited. I love this. It makes me want to have all of the leather-bound ones, all of them, because they're just super beautiful. And I really love Elantris. This is the book that got me back into reading after grad school. I just happened upon it at the library. I picked it off the shelf. I didn't know anything about Brandon Sanderson. I didn't know about his involvement with Wheel of Time. I didn't know about Mistborn or Stormlight or anything. It just seemed like a really cool story, and I loved the cover, so I picked it up from the library and I read it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love reading and I miss it, and why did I stop? Again, it was grad school, that's why I stopped, but my heart was sad that I had to stop at grad school. And it took me a while to get into the rest of Sanderson's books and to really go down the Cosmere rabbit hole, but now I am, and I'm so happy that I picked this book up, and this started me on such a wonderful reading journey. So that is it for this book haul. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down in the comment sections below, did you get any wonderful bookish gifts this festive holiday season, and I wish you all a Happy New Year.